What all do I love about it other than the weight? The fact that it has a bathroom and I don't have to go outside at night. It's big enough inside. It's got a comfortable bed. You can cook. It's got heat. It's got air conditioning. Like, what more would you want? We just really love this little trailer.
Hey folks, Dayhiker from the 6 here, and today we'll be showing a Texas-made trailer that has an almost cult following, the Casita. While Casita's claim to fame is the iconic long-lasting fiberglass body, underneath that skin we'll find a smart interior floor plan, independent suspension, and lightweight construction. With the help of owners Yuta and Dwayne, join us as we walk through the Casita Spirit Deluxe travel trailer, and stay tuned until the end of the video when we'll talk price, and I'll take you through the things that I love and the things that I think could be improved on the Casita.
I'm Yuta, and my husband is in the background here, so he's going to jump in whenever I can't remember something. So we'll go around the outside first. This is a storage cabinet. Yep, here we go, and we just keep hoses and tools and whatever in there. I don't use them, he does. This is an exhaust, which is hot, and there's little covers for here that also go on here to keep the bugs out. There's an outlet here. We have an awning which we've had installed, and we've used it quite extensively. Keeps the sun off of us. I guess the important thing too is to talk about the dry weight of this trailer, which is just over 2,400 pounds. That really was one of the main reasons we went with the Casita, the lightweight, the ease of towability. Again, like I said earlier, we've had 2 big trips under our belt, and it tows just like a charm. We don't even know that there's a trailer on the back of our car. There's a keypad for a lock, so you don't have to have your key with you at all times, so you just have to set which is quite handy. And we have a little stepping stool here that we need for the old folks, us. The step retracts here, so it slides in for travel purposes. I guess I can show you. So it's in there solid for when you're moving. So here we've got the electric jack. We've never had an electric one on any utility trailer in that, and I think Dwayne's finding it pretty nice not to have to use his muscles too much. We also have the Anderson
anti-sway bar.
The anti-sway bar, which
distribution
we would probably say is a must. We don't even feel this trailer on the back of our tow vehicle, which is a Toyota Highlander, and I think it really helps to have that no sway hitch. We've got 2 propane tanks here underneath this cover. We don't seem to be using too much of the propane, even though we have several things that are powered by propane. You can hook your barbecue to the propane tanks. The hot water heater, the fridge will run off the propane when you don't have electricity. It works quite nicely, actually. So this here was an extra. We had the outside shower installed, which has come in quite handy. You hook up a hose to this, and you can have hot water and cold water here, and it's good for washing your feet or your whole body if you want. This here is the city water connection, and here is your sewage disposal, the gray and black water, where you hook up your sewage hose. Here's our electrical hookup in there. The cable is in here. That's what you use to plug into your 30 or I think 30 or 50 amp you can go. This here is our water heater, and you also only ever want to turn on your water heater when your hot water tank is full of water, or else you damage it very quickly, I think. So here we have the compartment which holds the Deep Cycle AGM battery. So here we go. This is to be removed when you put your trailer into storage. Down here we've got on each side, we've got a scissor lift to stabilize your trailer once you've got it parked and once it's all level. So here we're going to talk a little bit about the suspension package. So we went with the upgrade, which brings the suspension up a little bit higher. That would give you a bit more clearance for all of your piping that's underneath here. And it also includes the larger size tire. It's just a little bit larger. So on this side you see 3 sets of windows. So the bathroom window here, which is of course tiny, and we'll see how tiny that bathroom is, but it is big enough. This is the dining area, and then this is the window over the sleeping area. You can get a nice breeze going through if you don't want to turn on the air conditioning, but that's also, so we've got the air conditioning unit, and we used it quite extensively when we were in Florida. Kept us nice and cool and comfortable for the night. That's part of the deluxe package, I believe. So it's not part of the standard one. So we'll move around to this side here, and you see that there's a nice big window here, which is where we have our sleeping area inside here. It's always nice to just kind of peek out in the morning and see what the weather's like. Spare tire. This is our water tank.
When you're not on city water.
Right. In this bumper here, we've got a sewer drain hose. Okay, so we'll move on to the inside of the casita. So this door, and I mentioned earlier that it's lockable with key or with a code, but it's a two-part door. So you can keep the open door or the outside door open, and then you can just have this as a screen door, which works really nicely to get some extra airflow going. And there's a bar here. They didn't used to put this, and people, I think, put their hand through the screen a few times, so they've added that, which is nice. Nice closet with lots of space in there. You can have a shelving system built, unless you know how to do that yourself, but there's quite a bit of space in here. This is our bathroom. It's small, and it's what you would call a wet bath. And there's a fan in there, it is just the best thing when you have to get up in the night so that you don't have to walk to the lodge or wherever. It's tight, so my husband, and that goes for the door as well, so Dwayne is 6 feet tall, or close to that now. He does have to duck coming in here, and he has to duck a little bit in here, but he does have a shower in here now and then. So it's big enough for that. For anybody that's like really tall, you really have to try this out and make sure that you're not too cramped. As for moving around in here, there's lots of space, of course, for me, because I'm not that tall. Here's the fan, which does the trick when it's not super hot out, and it gives you, you can run it in both ways, where it pushes the air out or brings the air in, so at night when it's cool. It's really nice. The air conditioning unit, which also has a heat strip in it. We have a heater here, which is a propane heater, and we had to use that a few times as well. 2-burner stovetop, sink. This is all luxury for people that like to camp. There's lots of storage in here, under here and here. We leave the table set up, and we leave the bed set up to just so that we don't have to fuss around with that, you know, every single day. The way that I like to pack my cupboards is the dollar store or Canadian Tire has beautiful little containers for those of us who like to organize. So that works well to stop things from shifting. This is a cupboard where you have an option to purchase a microwave. We opted against it for the time being, and I just cram it all so full, also with containers, and my little mini coffee maker for us coffee lovers. It's just a tiny, but works great. So I just pack everything in here really tight, just so that stuff doesn't move, and it works until you have to put it back in. Okay, well, let's move on to the fridge. And the fridge is a pretty good size, I would say. Lots of room here. There's 3 shelving compartments, again, with organizers so that stuff doesn't fly around too much. The freezer is, I would say, a good size little freezer for some food, so that you don't have to shop every day. You know, you can store a few days worth of food, and then again, there's lots of room in the door as well. So one thing that we did just recently, and we have not yet taken it on a trip is we purchased a plug-in fridge, a cooler. It was really more for all of the veggies and lettuce bags and all of that I wanted to also have an extra spot for if you don't want to put that in the freezer or in the fridge here.
How is the bed for you? Like
Oh,
Dwayne and
okay, perfect. So my husband is not a little guy. Like I said, he used to be 6 feet, so he's got to be close to that now still, maybe a little bit less because he's getting a little bit older. And he's not small. So, so he built a little frame to give this a little bit more, like this frame he built, just to give this a little bit more support. This is what you can convert into a table if you want with 2 benches, but we don't do that. We just leave it set up as a bed. And then the first thing that we did right away after we got this little casita is we bought a mattress topper. This bed is so comfortable. It's as comfortable as my expensive mattress in my bedroom, I have to say. So that's one thing that he kind of built. And in addition to that, so we've got blinds. I'm going to just show you. These are just these little mini blinds. They're standard. Some people go with the upgrade, which is a different type of a shade. They work okay. They flop around a little bit, and I mean you can secure them, so it's not a problem. The other thing that what else? Yeah, so the bedding. So the other thing that we've done on the advice of a good friend is so those who have draperies at home have seen these before. Okay, so these are drapery hooks. Because this is all carpeted, which keeps moisture down, it's a little bit of an insulation too. And when I first saw, you know, what they finished the inside with, I kind of thought, what? Carpet? But it works great. Again, you know, no moisture. And then if you want to hang anything up, you just...
That's really cool.
There you go. And we actually have more. We just need to figure out each time where we want. So yeah, you just buy these in a little package, and you know, this is how they kind of come. In the bathroom, we actually also installed some hooks, which are a section type of hook. Until you know, because you don't want to be gluing stuff in here until you know exactly where you need it. The other thing that we also did was we bought a bigger shower curtain. It's not necessary, but we saw it on a YouTube, and then we bring the whole thing around so that the toilet doesn't get soaked every time. So yeah, that was a really helpful thing that we came across. I would say there's lots of ideas. We purchased the floor that doesn't come with the casita, and it wasn't that expensive, just on Amazon. Because you do want something on the floor here, or else you're just going to be stepping in wet. I mean, that dries fairly quickly, so that's kind of a good thing. So all I have to say is I love my little casita. It's our little mini house, if you will. And we've got 2 big trips under our belt now, a month each. And I have to say, it worked out really quite well. Even though it's small, we didn't get into each other's way too much, so perfect. And the reason why we went small, and I would buy another casita if I didn't have one, is the size, which is very small, allows us to go far, and that was the idea for this. So, thank you.
I think it's really neat that the reasons Yuta gives for buying the casita are the same as why we bought our safari condo Alto. We also wanted to be able to cover long distances without the stress of towing a large camper. We didn't research this trailer during our buying journey, maybe because they were made so far away from Toronto and Texas, but after completing this video, I feel like we should have given the casita a harder look, which segues nicely into what I love about this trailer. The first pro, I was really impressed by the quality of finish and the modern decor on this casita's interior. You can go with a wood look or the more modern setup that Yuta and Dwayne have, but both look bright and contemporary. Pro number 2, the variety of floor plans and options is impressive, and all are available with or without a bathroom. Need bunks? No problem. Twin beds? You bet. Plus, there are dozens of features to customize your casita. Looking at this Spirit Deluxe floor plan specifically, I love that the bed and dinette are permanently set up, which eliminates the hassle of converting spaces at night. Finally, in this world of ever-increasing prices, this deluxe version's price of around $30,000 in May of 2024 seems like great value for an aerodynamic, long-lasting fiberglass trailer with independent suspension. I'm going to throw in a bonus pro, which is the carpeted walls. Having just done a winter camping trip and battling condensation throughout the trip, the carpeted walls seem like a great solution for managing moisture and adding some warmth to the design. The first con is tongue weight for the deluxe models. 365 pounds of unloaded tongue weight is pushing the capabilities of our 3,500 pound tow capacity station wagon, but it is well within the capabilities of most mid-sized SUVs, such as Yuta and Dwayne's Toyota Highlander. Con number 2 really only applies to big and tall folks. A 6-footer like Dwayne can use the shower in a pinch, no pun intended, but I think Yuta's advice is sound that larger folks should try before they buy. My last con is related to the outdoor storage. Like our trailer, there is only one compartment, and it's a decent size, but the door is too small to fit my barbecue. I'd love to see that storage reconfigured to fit a small barbecue. All in all, if we were in the market for a new small camper trailer, we'd definitely put the Casita on our list of trailers to consider. It's a great combination of design and value, and if this type of small travel trailer interests you, check out our full playlist of lightweight camper walkthroughs on the left, and please click our logo on the right to help us reach 5,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.